Hey y'all,
Welcome to Chat Chat.
a Divorce Kid podcast.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Hannah.
And we are
Divorce Kids.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
It's finally Cinco de Mayo.
And I'm not even doing anything.
I was going to ask.
Well, it's like gross out today.
I know.
A cold front came in.
For real. I really wanted to go to that new restaurant, Federales.
Oh my God, my friend's there right now.
Really?
Yes, the girl from my acting class. She just sent a picture.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it says a week without, said 7 days without tacos makes 1 week. WEAK.
And that's so
It was
true.
a pun.
I've always said that.
But yeah, so she was like, I'm at Federales. I was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's this new restaurant. It just opened up across from Frugal McDougal.
By like a party foul and stuff?
Yeah, but it has
Interesting.
like a retracting roof. So like it can either be open or if it's like raining, it's closed, but you still get the like opened feel experience in there.
Interesting.
But apparently really good food and drinks.
I would be down to go if only
Yeah.
it was like a beautiful, sunny, warm day.
I know. We really got fucked.
The Cinco de Mayo vibes have left my body.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You're gonna get some like takeout or something though tonight?
I guess we should make tacos.
Right? Kind of seems right.
Yeah, I don't know. Literally had no plans.
Yeah, I didn't really either.
After all that build up.
I know every time we've recorded, she's like, it's May.
What's your favorite kind of margarita?
Oh, probably like a spicy marg.
Jalapeno, spicy marg?
Yeah, with a tahini rim.
I don't really care so much for like a mango margarita, pineapple margarita, like the flavored ones.
Yeah.
I just want lime, maybe some jalapeno and the tahini or something.
Yeah, just on a sugar rim. That's too much for
Oh,
me.
good Lord, no.
It's too sweet.
And on the rocks.
Of course.
I, as a kid, always thought blended margaritas were just like the only way that they were.
They're fun.
Which is fun, but it's also like brain freeze.
Instant brain freeze. It's not, I feel like it's just not as good when you get a little bit older, you know?
Yeah. 100p.
Yeah. But I do love the ones from Porcano when they do the agua fresca in there of the day.
Oh, that I will take.
I do like those ones.
Because I think my issue with the fruit flavored ones is it's always like a weird, like syrupy concentrate.
Yeah, it's like fake.
But an agua fresca of the day,
It's so good.
I got no problem with that.
No problem. Damn. Actually, Cinco de Mayo is a very special day for us.
It is because our friendship began on Cinco de Mayo. Is that what we're talking about?
Nope.
Oh.
That was the reason. That was the day that you came home and said that you were moving to Nashville with me.
Oh, yes, the day I got broken up with.
Oh, well, I didn't mean that, but yeah.
I thought you were talking about when we had Mexican food in Palm Springs, but I was like, that was during spring break. It was obviously not Cinco de Mayo.
That was March.
So no.
No.
But yes, that great day.
Really, really big day
Of
for us.
2020.
Yeah, and we had gotten
Did we order?
Porcano pickup takeout.
What a blessing.
Or I think one of us had to go pick it up. Somebody went and picked it up, and then we ate
Probably
it.
Tompi.
Probably Tompi.
Portland people know.
Yeah.
Porcano is like the punctuation point on every,
And it is.
I don't know, event, good day. Every good summer afternoon in Portland ends at Porcano.
And it does. And anytime I go home, actually, I'm always like jonesing.
Bamboo sushi. Porcano.
Yeah.
I really have been missing Portland lately, can I say?
Really.
Not to take us down another. I've just been thinking about it.
Okay.
I think like it's been a little gray, it's been a little drizzly, and although it brings back memories sometimes in a negative way where I'm like, oh God, it's so gray and wet there.
Yeah.
It's nostalgic.
Of course. We grew up there.
I
Makes
know.
sense. I know. I miss it sometimes too. But
Just need to visit, I think, and I'll get it out of my system.
yeah, summer visit is unmatched, honestly.
Yeah, we just need a little summer visit.
And it will scratch the itch.
It will scratch the itch, and then we'll move on. And then we'll move on with our lives.
And then we'll continue moving on.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's really funny.
Yeah. Speaking of the beautiful green pine trees of Oregon,
Yeah.
what are you wearing today?
Today I am wearing what color? Is this a Kelly green, maybe?
That is I would say Kelly green, like a forest green.
I feel like forest green is sometimes a little darker.
You're
but
right. That's brighter.
Yeah, a little brighter.
Cadet Kelly.
Thank you. Lizzie McGuire, Hillary Duff. Anyways, this is a Mayfair Group sweat set. It's, like we said, Kelly green, and it has some big numbers and letters on it, but it says, My Good Luck Hoodie. And it has a bunch of sevens on it, and 7, like angel number 7s and 3s means luck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's no difference? I don't know anything about angel numbers.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the 7 means luck.
Well, 7. Everyone, people say
Yeah,
like
lucky number 7.
7 minutes in heaven,
Of course, right.
etc.
Yeah, etc. But yeah, it's just a nice little green on green set, hoodie.
Love it. It
sweat
has
set.
like stitching on it, like very fun.
Oh yeah, some colorful stitching. I don't know if you can really see. Anyways,
And she's got the platform Uggs on.
well, you know, it's a little drizzly out here and
It is.
cold.
The second it drops below 60, Hannah whips out the Uggs.
I actually saw Mal wearing them this morning and I was not wearing them. And I thought to myself, I'm going to put those on later.
I'm going to put those babies on.
And so I did.
Yeah, she's looking cozy and fresh and green.
Thank you. And you today are kind of matching the weather.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I have synesthesia.
Really?
Yeah. Like I really feel like certain numbers and letters have like personalities.
That's fair.
And that's like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or even like I've been getting back into learning piano and like music theory with Philippe. I really associate like color and sense with certain like chords on the piano. Maybe because I was a little kid when I learned it.
Okay.
And like there might have actually been like video lessons that I took that were like C is like
Right.
a sunshine smiley face, but like that's how I think of it. Like a C major chord is like sunshine with like sunglasses on.
I love that. That's
Anyways,
so
but yes, I did connect with the weather today. I am wearing my gray Brennan pant.
Mm-hmm.
My brain dead Converse, high top Converse,
love it.
and my Aritzia TNA cozy like shacket shirt, jersey, whatever thing.
Incredible.
Thank you. I just want to say, because we're both wearing like Emma Chamberlain things, I'm fucking over it.
Yeah. Right.
Not to be a hater,
no.
but we saw some photos
Yeah. The Met Gala
of the Met Gala, and it's not just her.
It's just a disappointing bunch.
I don't know. This is still early in the like event, so we haven't seen all of them yet. But from what we've seen,
It's been bad.
it has not been. I feel like we kind of hit the heyday in like the 2010s, perhaps.
Yeah.
Heavenly Bodies is one of my favorites. That was the like Catholic Christian, like it's like it was like cathedral themed, and like how like not glamorous, but ornate is the word I was looking for.
Okay, word choice.
And there were some other good ones. I can't remember.
I can't remember them
I'm not
all.
a historian of the Met Gala. I just know there have been years where I was like, wow, people really ate this year, and this year so far, people are not eating.
No, they're not at all. It's just
I'm
like
hungry.
I'm hungry. I need to be fed. I'm just kind of disappointed, honestly. I'm not a like avid Met Gala watcher or like follower by any means.
Nor are we fashionistas.
No, but just like the pictures that were just sent and that I've seen, I'm just feeling less than impressed.
If you have seen some that will make us eat our words, please send them our way.
Yeah, please.
There was one, I don't have it anymore, but there was one person who wore like a white suit jacket thing with like a flowing like white dress underneath that like was cute. But it was honestly just compared to the rest, I was like, well, that's at least something good.
Right.
But on a normal Met Gala, I'd be like, that's a little boring.
Yeah. I'm just, like I said, less than impressed.
We haven't seen Doechii yet.
No.
Doechii might save the day.
She better.
My point with all of that is I'm no longer feeling bad about wearing the clothes I like, because if the people who are fashion police are doing that
Right.
on the biggest fashion night of the year,
Then they can all
then
fuck off.
then it's really just not applicable to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I just had to say my piece.
I appreciate that. You're heard.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you.
What are we talking about today?
Today, speaking of gray,
Yeah, honestly.
speaking of a gray day,
Yeah.
we are talking about gray divorces.
Have you ever heard of that?
I had not. And I thought when Hannah first mentioned it, she was talking about like not getting fully divorced, just like maybe living separately, trial separation.
Gray area.
A gray area divorce. But no, it's the color of your hair. It's divorce after 50.
It is. Yeah.
Sometimes called silver splitters.
That's crazy.
That's just like a crazy. Do not call me a silver splitter if I get divorced at 55.
Don't ever call me a silver splitter. That's
I feel like you're not even gonna go gray.
You don't think I am?
Well, I mean, you will, but I think you'll dye your hair.
Oh yeah, I'll be like my mom.
You will not let yourself go gray.
No.
It's hard to imagine you with gray hair.
Thank you.
I want to go gray.
Oh, I can't imagine you with gray hair, to be honest.
Oh, I would love to.
I know, but like I just can't imagine it.
I've had like 4 so far.
I haven't had any.
You're lying.
I'm being dead ass.
Not one?
Mm-mm. My mom didn't start going gray until she was like 40.
Maybe you need to have like your first kid and then all of a sudden they'll just...
Yeah. Well,
we always have Rachel Grogan if we need this, hair dyeing support.
Seriously. Yeah.
But no, we were talking about gray divorces, which I'll read a little wiki.
Yeah, let's hear it.
About it. So as of 2023 in the US, about 1/3 of divorces involve people over the age of 50. The divorce rate for people over the age of 50 doubled between 1990 and 2010. By 2013, the number of divorcees over the age of 50 exceeded the number of widowed people. These numbers include people who divorced or survived the death of their spouses at any age. Silver splitters have less than a 50% chance of remarrying. About 1 in 5 women will remarry, and about 2 out of 5 men. That last fact is a little weird to me.
I know. I feel... Well, yes. But I will say, I think a big stat that I saw, or just like fact, was the like women now being like financially independent.
True.
So I think that has something to do with it.
Where women are like, why would I?
Yeah, like why do I need to remarry? I don't need to remarry for money.
Well, also, if you've ever been to Vermont, which is where Philippe's mom lives, it is full of women like her.
Really?
Who are divorced women in their like 60s, 70s, who are like, why would I ever get married again?
Yeah.
I am like, she just has like this whole friend group of like older divorced women that are like, a man did not do anything to help my life.
So what? Why would
she's like, I'm hiking, I'm canoeing, I'm swimming in the lake.
Doesn't she do like water aerobics?
She does water aerobics when it's like 40 degrees in the water, like road trips.
Badass.
Built like her own garage out in her house.
Incredible.
She had the whole house flooded, dealt with it all on her own. I mean, there was like people that came to help her or whatever, but it's like, and I need a husband for what?
Yeah, she said, I'm independent.
Yeah. And so I can imagine then the men are kind of like, oh, but who's going to help me with my laundry?
Yeah, they maybe are a little bit more like helpless when it comes to, you know, maybe somebody taking care of them for...
Because once you're on financially even footing...
Yeah.
Who really needs who more?
That's the $1 million question, huh? Yeah, I don't know. But it's funny too, because I feel like my mom, on the other hand, which we've talked about before, was like, I'm not just going to ever be your girlfriend to Tompi. She was like, I have to get married. Whereas he was like, I don't have to get married. Like, I don't know if I want to like actually go through with a full marriage situation.
Yeah.
But according to the statistics, but I think it's more so from the standpoint of that women are now more financially independent and not depending on a man for money.
Yeah. They just don't need it anymore.
Yeah. I just like I've said before, I can't imagine being like, hey, can I have an allowance this week? Like, that sounds so bad.
That's what my mom and Tompi did. Like monthly meetings about like the budget and like how much money she could have. Which I know, like, you have to run the house. Like if one person's a stay at home.
Right. And I can appreciate the monthly budget meetings. I think those are like kind of important to go over numbers in that sense of things, especially when there's only one like income coming in.
Yeah.
But I just can't imagine being like, hey, like, I'm going to go to the mall. Like, can I have $100 or however much? And that just feels so...
It's even like such a thing where women are like, hiding my shopping bags. So like
I see so many TikToks about that, of them being like, me and my daughters went shopping and like, don't tell dad that we like got all this stuff, gotta sneak it in when he's not home.
Like, what is going on? Or like, if I have a lot of followers, people will be like, oh, like I can't link like exactly where I got stuff because I know my husband's watching. What do you go?
I will say though that my mom and I used to do that when my parents were still.
I did that with my mom too, girl.
Yeah, it's just like so crazy. I hope that now that whenever I get married and like have kids, I want to come home and be like, here's a fashion show for you of everything that we got, because I want you to see.
Well, but you don't want to be a working mom.
No, I would love to be a stay-at-home mom.
So then how are you? Aren't you going to be having to ask for money from your husband?
You've got a point there.
Oh, no. We've caught ourselves in quite a conundrum here.
I don't know. I'm hoping that... I mean, I'm like happy to work. I guess what more so I would rather be a stay-at-home mom until they're like all in school.
Yeah.
And then I would like pick up working again.
Well, okay, but in your defense of like wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, it just shouldn't be the thing of like he is the keeper of the purse and you have to be like, please sir, may I have a penny?
Well, and also I will say childcare is so expensive. So like a lot of times the second income, all they're doing is like paying for childcare anyways.
100%.
Unless there's like health insurance and other benefits that come into play. But like, fuck, like if that means if I have to be full-time childcare, I mean like that's what I signed up for. I'm a mom. Like, you know, that's like what I want to do is like take care of my kids, which means no childcare, which is like kind of like I feel.
Yeah. And also the family and household money is like once you're married, is it not like the household money?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, that's rich coming from me because I'm always like, Philippe, I need my own bank account. I do not want a shared bank account. Do not.
Don't even look at my finances.
but we talk very openly about our finances, and we're always like, how's your Acorns account looking today? How are your stocks looking today? How's the 401? Like,
yeah,
we all know we know each other's like
right,
all of our numbers, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is interesting. But I can appreciate that if like things are not working out in the sense of a marriage, and that being like I don't think that should be the only reason that somebody gets divorced is like, well, I'm financially independent now, so see you later. But like obviously I'm assuming that there are other things that have happened that have caused them to get divorced or caused them to come to this like decision.
It is funny to do it after 50 though.
Yeah.
Because we've talked a lot about people often getting divorced around the time that you become an empty nester. Mm-hmm. Because you like fall in love, have your kids, you raise the kids together, and then all of a sudden on the other side of that whole experience of becoming parents, you like see each other again and you're like, oh, whoa, like fancy meeting you here.
Right.
The last 15 years have been crazy. And
chaos.
Then a lot of times that ends up being like, well, I don't know if I want to spend now my like, you kind of get like a new lease on life after you become like an empty nester.
Yeah.
And sometimes the person that you did the child rearing with is not the person you want to spend your like golden years with. Is that what they call the golden years?
I think so.
Yeah. And that's okay. That's not the same person. But it's funny to even get through that. So like you went through child rearing together and then you went through empty nesting together. And then at 50, probably around like time like your kids maybe even like getting married and having their own kids.
Yeah. Or like at least graduating college or something.
Like then you're going to get divorced?
Then you're like, wait a second.
You've already been like...
You're kind of like into the golden years a little bit, no?
Yeah, so I'm curious like what is happening. Who do you know anyone that's been divorced around that age? I guess maybe Philippe's parents did, but I think only because they were already like 40. They were in their 40s when they had his younger sister.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it could be too like having children
older,
later.
having them older.
I mean, later in life that like at 50 you're like, oh man, well we did do like all of these things together and I no longer have anything in common with you other than the fact that we have children together, which is kind of a sad, scary thought to have.
I feel like though we do have some like high school friends' parents who like now have like gotten divorced.
Oh yeah,
which is kind of like just now all of a sudden.
I know.
But maybe also around 50 to 60 is when you like retire from your corporate job, which also is another like life passage to go through where you're like, again, I have a new lease on life and you kind of take an inventory of everything and you're like, yeah, dang, like I'm not even that corporate person I was for the last 40 years.
Yeah, totally.
Like, do I even want to be this wife?
Yeah. Maybe. Mel and I have been watching the show. Are all caught up now, but it's called Shrinking.
Oh, I've been needing to watch it.
It's so good. It's on Apple TV if anybody wants to watch. But one of the like characters in it, they're married and they have I think 3 or 4 boys, and all of the boys are at least out of the house. Like some graduated from college, some in college and whatever. And her husband has been like a corporate job, like working whatever, and she's been like the stay-at-home mom and is kind of just like taking care of the house. And he decides to retire and she's like, I don't want him around that much. Like he's got to get a hobby.
Maybe it's that.
Yeah, she's like, he's got to get a hobby, like do something. Like I just don't want him up my ass all the time and like asking me what I'm doing and like what he can do and all this stuff. And it's like, that's so fair.
It honestly is really just about going through like these big like transitional changes.
Yeah.
And those bring up a lot of like taking an inventory of your life, and sometimes your marriage is one of those things that you take into inventory and you're like, yeah, I don't think I want, if everything else is changing, might as well change up.
I know, I guess. I mean,
can you imagine dating when you're 50?
No, it's hard to date now.
And this is like prime years.
Yeah. can't imagine in 20 years that I'm like would have to be doing this. And too, like, kids involved and all that. Like, I'm just imagining, like, when our parents went through the whole dating phase and, like, introducing them to their kids and all this stuff. Like, that was so, like, traumatizing in a sense. And just, like, so terrible having
it's so
to, like...
cringy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can't imagine being, like, somebody in that seat.
Don't want it. God bless.
Yeah, for real.
Love and light.
I know.
Love and light to all those going through it.
Yeah. I think also another thing too is like a reduced stigma around divorce, and that maybe also be why like some people have been holding out maybe until there were some more numbers associated with a divorce rate. And they're like, oh, other people are doing it, friends are doing it, or so and so did it. Like, then like maybe it's my turn too. Maybe it's my turn to get out of this if it's not serving me like it used to.
Interesting. Yeah, it's funny. It's just funny thinking about there being twice as many men that remarry after 50 than women. But yeah, I feel like this whole point about the finances makes...
I feel like it's going to be younger women too that they remarry.
That I wasn't going to say it, but I was thinking it.
I'm sorry.
I was really thinking it.
I think so too, because they need to be financially taken care of. If they're not in a financially...
Is that all men know how to do? Find a woman that needs me to financially take care of her?
I mean, I feel like a lot of times too, it's like looks and they like are younger and they like haven't aged.
You know what? If everyone's getting what they need and it's a consensual situation.
Yeah, I mean, like who's that football coach that's dating like that 21-year-old girl?
Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
So tough.
That's a tough look.
I don't know. Philippe was telling me a little bit about it, and I watched like one clip because the interviewer's like, "How did you guys meet?" And she like from the side is like, "We don't talk about that."
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder. But bitches
was it on what's that website? Something arrangements.
Oh, like Seeking Arrangements.
Seeking Arrangements. I don't know how we know that. Seeking Arrangements.
Like girls in her bag though.
Fucking get it, girl.
Dude, I bet, like, imagine though, like,
if you can put up with being with Bill Belichick,
dude,
you've earned every
the man
dollar.
Is so old anyways. Like, she's gonna get her fucking bag, he's gonna pass away, and then she's gonna have all this fucking money sent to her, and then
she can movie made about it,
and then she can marry for love. She's marrying for money first, and then for love.
Can I say I'm a sucker for those like, what's that movie? Something Knives Out. Knives Out, where it's like the will and like all the people like who's in the will. I love those kinds of like thriller mystery.
Yeah, it's good. That movie's so good.
It's so good.
Isn't there another one?
Yes, and it's good too.
Isn't that one something called like The Onion or something?
Glass Onion.
Have
you seen it?
No, I need to watch it.
Oh my god, it's really good. Daniel Craig is so funny.
He's hilarious.
Wait, I have to tell you something.
Tell me.
Okay, this is unrelated to the pod, but we finally got Scenes from the Pit to do an acting class.
No.
Yes, I'm not in the first group. I'm so mad, but I was like telling my teacher, I was like, you don't understand.
This is literally my favorite show in the whole world.
I'm hoping that I can get scrubs from Maggie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Or maybe I should just buy some if we're going to be doing a lot of medical scenes.
That's exciting. That's really exciting.
Okay, anyways, that was such a side note.
That's all right. I'm happy that you shared that with me.
But yeah, the wills get messy when you're later in life too. Speaking of like introducing your kids to your new husband or whatever.
Yeah.
Where you're like, hey mom, so is your money... Like my mom's house is on the market right now.
Yeah.
And she had said it is you and your brothers, like... It will be like a third each for you, but now she's selling it and now she has a new man's, and I'm like, oh,
so what's up?
Not that I was banking on my third of my mother's house.
Right. But no, it's an interesting like situation to be in, and it's like what
things
happens?
Just get messy.
Things get messy for sure. Yeah, I mean, anytime that any sort of breakup or separation happens, I think it gets pretty messy. But for it to be like financially and legally on paper, like we've talked about, what it was like 2 episodes ago. Yeah, it's messy as hell.
I was gonna say though, I find it very admirable that you can be 50 and be like, you know what? I still got a lot of life left. You still have, if you're lucky, 40 more years ahead of you.
Yeah.
Imagine doing our whole life we just did and then doing it again.
I know.
We'd only be 56.
That's crazy.
And then you probably have at least another 30 years.
Yeah. Well, that was another point that they made too, is like just like people living healthier lives and like a longer, longevity.
Because it used to be like when you're 50, you're like, well,
I'm about to kick the bucket soon. So.
And now it's like, oh shit, I have like decades left.
Yeah, like probably at least 30 or 3 decades if you're lucky.
You just have like more like transitions to go through.
Totally.
Which is kind of beautiful.
And if you're a financially independent woman, you can like travel the world maybe because you are retired and an empty nester and you don't have somebody else.
Are great divorces actually awesome?
I don't know. Maybe
it's just everyone being like, I might be 50. It's not too late for me to take control of my life. I want to be happy and I deserve to be independent if I want to be.
Totally. Yeah, I'm all for independence for both parties, men and women. Get after it. I personally never want to live alone, but I'm happy that
Don't we know it?
I know. I'm happy that they're experiencing some sort of independence and have like a new outlook on life and get to experience new things that maybe they wouldn't get to if they were still with said person that maybe was holding them back from doing something or experiencing something that they should in life.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Well, shout out to all the great divorcers, the silver splitters.
I was just gonna say the silver splitters. That sounds like
our sports team.
Yeah, because our soccer team was the Cedar Mill
Splinters.
The silver splitters. Yeah. And then after that, we were the Green Gators.
I think I was the Tater Tots.
Oh yeah, I remember that name.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, because we used to. There was like some chant.
Really?
Yeah,
because a tater is like a term for like in like t-ball or something. Teal taters. We were the teal taters.
For soccer or for t-ball?
No, for t-ball. Oh, what were you talking about?
I was talking about soccer.
No.
But I do remember the tater tots because I feel like I remember the like 2, 4, 6, 8, like who do we appreciate? But then there's like some other one that was like, we're gonna kick the out of you and you and you and you and you. But I forget what the song was and before that.
Tell us next week if you think of it.
I will. Never mind.
Any final words on the silver splitters?
No, go team.
Go team. Really so funny.
Yeah.
And the silver splitters coming up.
And up next, starting center mid for the silver splitters. Perfect.
Yeah. I guess I know that we have listeners that have been divorced in their 50s.
Yeah.
Or later.
Yeah. Yes.
Speak up now. Mm-hmm. We're only 2 late 20s women.
Yeah.
How much can we really know about this?
I know.
So let us know. If we mistold your story, I apologize.
Yeah, sorry.
We'd be happy to hear from you. Mm-hmm. You can share it with us on Instagram at ChatChatPod.
Yes. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast Chat. We are here every other Tuesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever else you listen to podcasts. And we will see you next Tuesday, in 2 Tuesdays. Sorry.
All right. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.